Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
Episode 23 of Cyrus Says was released on July 9th, 2015.
Just to remind everybody that language usage and content that we provide here may be disturbing, disgusting, probably will be and should be. Words like bloody custard and words that rhyme with that may be featured. Actually will be featured. In fact, perhaps will only be featured. Just warning you.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Okay, I just want to start with a little pain I've felt. Of course, that's a physical pain which I can't mention. But the other pain that I felt this week, which is people from outside Mumbai coming and asking for directions. I'll tell you, this is very painful. And please, I implore you, I beg you, I plead to you, if you're a tourist from outside, don't come to me and ask for directions. And I'll tell you why. So this guy comes up and says, can you please tell me how to get to Andheri? The moment I think of Andheri and the pain that whole journey would be and how I suffered last week while going to Andheri and getting out of Andheri, I just don't feel like talking to him or anybody else. I need human comfort. I need a girl to hug me. I need my mother to come and hold my head on a pillow and sway me to sleep. So please, don't ask for directions, because every street you mention, every point you talk about, every direction you point us to point you to is a memory of pain, anguish and suffering in this country and in this city especially. I love Mumbai. It's called Cyrus Says.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Yes, on Cyrus Says, we talk turtles, we talk sharks, we talk killer whales, Orca, with the man who made Orca. Adenwala is going to teach us how to dive in order to make your life better and special. We also talk about corruption in India, a topic which will never end. It's both fiction and non-fiction. And above all, my favorite topic in the world, VIP culture. What was a bag is now your life. Yes, it's called Cyrus Says, and we've got very exciting guests on our show today. We've got so many different people. Who do I start with? Oh, they've all just left, I'm told. They've just walked out of the studio. No, but we do have Adenwala, who is one of the finest gentlemen I've ever met in my life. As a young boy, I sat on his lap and played with his shoulders. He was a very muscular young man. Anish, say hi.
Hi, Cyrus. How are you doing?
Chavi, say hi.
Hi, Cyrus.
I'm not into this how you're doing thing, though I find that nobody ever answers it correctly anyway.
You didn't, yeah.
Yeah, there's this formal greeting thing when people say, how are you? And then they carry on talking. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
How do you do? And yeah, okay, my mother's not well, And straight away, he's gone with their own story. I can't bear it anymore. I've decided no more how do you do's. All those in favor?
Yo.
But what's the point? I think we should just point our finger towards the person and wave with our finger, because that's basically as much as we can do. I don't think we should overdo this whole big hi and hug and how's your parent.
You must know at least one person who actually answers the question, right? And then it's painful because you say, hey, what's up? And they'll be like, actually, so this happened and that happened, and you're standing with your mouth open.
Yeah, you're right. There's the odd person who wants to talk about his life, but you've left, as he starts.
Yes.
So that's, we can't help him now. He needs an NGO of his own. But I'm just saying that I notice wherever I go, people say, hello, not Anis, of course, here, because we're doing a show and we're actually paying attention, or at least we will for the first 5 minutes. But when you meet people on the road and all that, especially people you vaguely know, it's always like, hi, what's up, how are you doing? And they don't expect it's rhetorical. You don't expect
so
anything.
What's up? Nothing.
Yeah, but what the hell?
All good.
If you say what's up, I need to come back to you with a, man, got a boil on my buttock, really large one, would you like to take a look? It never gets that far. They just keep walking. What's the point? I say just point your finger and move on. Anish, let's not take away from your program because it's all about you. Wow. Let me first introduce you. You were India's leading male model who destroyed in battle John Abraham and Arjun Rampal in the Battle of Grasim, Mr. India, 1986, where in the swimsuit round you provided great thrills to all the men and 2 women who were in the show by jumping on Arjun's shoulders and pulling at John's hair.
What a liar.
I'm not talking about the hair on his head.
This sounds so exciting, man.
Where were you? And why was I a judge?
You were in school.
The budgets were really low, so I had to judge. It was that bad, yeah. No, but jokes apart, he was a big model, but I think he likes to push that. It's almost like you don't want to talk about that part of your career.
That is the beginning of my career. I started with Prahlad, and before.
Wait, when we say Prahlad, let's just quickly explain who Prahlad is.
He's only Prahlad Kakkar.
The one and only Prahlad Kakkar, who's this large, bushy man with hair everywhere, and he looks a bit like a cross between an English sheepdog and a really large mountain bear, perhaps more mountain bear. But he's groomed so many people, lots of women and a few men as well. So we'll get to him, but first let's talk about your modeling career. How do you become a model?
I used to look
good
with little hair.
Okay, I thought that was an awkward question. I should have asked that. I understand where you're coming from. I take it back immediately. It's almost like, what's up? I take it back. Why did I ask that? What are you supposed to say?
I don't know.
I'm a good looking man. What can I do? all right.
So anyway, it just happened actually by mistake because
By
Before
mistake?
modeling, yes, because I was
like having a baby?
more a cricketer.
You were.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
And
talk
then-
about that.
And I met a cricket friend of mine who was into photography.
And you used to bowl topless. That was your big...
Something like that. Anyway, so he asked me to come and audition
Who was the
for the
photographer?
library.
For what it's worth, for my generation.
A
who
guy
knows
called
names?
Vicky Aurangabadkar. I don't know if
Okay,
you know.
okay. I know the city, Aurangabad, but I don't think I'm going to struggle with the name.
Anyway, so he called me for an audition for Lifebuoy. That was my first film that I did.
Let's sing it. Life boy. Life boy. I like the Chamagdavar note at the end when you really squeal like a cat is pulling your tail.
So a lot of football games, a lot of fun on field. Mm-hmm. Then I did one rural film with Prahlad. That's where I met Prahlad, where I'm supposed
Okay,
to
so
lose
let's just
an arm
understand. You
this
were
So you were on
straight...
the other side of the camera at that point.
No, what was I saying? You're
In
going
front
too
of the
fast.
camera.
I can't follow, and I was there. Listen, Chavi, it's very simple. So first you became a model. Lifebuoy was the big campaign you first did.
Correct.
Am I right?
Yes.
So you're straight away wearing nothing. So you've already gone,
Immediately.
beyond the Kama Sutra as far as we're concerned in advertising in the 80s. And you started doing more and more commercials, and you did a rural film with Prahlad. What does that mean?
It was a rural Lifebuoy commercial where we had these youngsters from the village come down, play a football game, and we were supposed to lose, and then...
Did they have to eat separately, or you'll allow them to eat with you?
We all ate together.
Oh, fair. What a lovely Mumbai it was then. We all one.
We all won.
Correct. In a sense. Of course, the communal bath was taking you too far, I thought.
We had cubicles. We had to shower and fool around with the soap and so on.
Alright, stop it!
Silsila style.
What do you think our show is, man? I'm taking him back far too far.
Too far.
Yeah, far too far. Yeah, so Lifebuoy made you a household sort of face in modeling.
Something
and
like
then quite a few ads, at least for me at the same time growing up and watching TV. Chavi, a little bit, I think I'm a little young for this.
No.
Not the vulgarity which will ensue, but more importantly the fact that Anis he was quite a really big, I mean,
The Archie's,
no small model.
Archie's
He had
card
a lot of
was,
big campaigns
have
for
you
some
seen
time.
the Archie's card
Yes,
commercial?
yes, they played it
That's
far
the
too
one.
often.
Yeah.
I never bought a card after that. I love you, Anis, and I'll watch anything you do, but I'm not buying their products. It's ridiculous. So he was really big for a long period of time, Chavi, which he will not want to talk about. Fair enough. But then you met this man, Prahlad Kakkar. You made the rural film, and then because this is a very important part in your life, because we're coming to the main message.
Oh yeah,
of your entire
because
life.
when I was doing the ad, then I had nothing to do after.
I don't say doing the ad, because all you do is take a soap, wear nothing, and scrub your armpits. What's with that here?
So anyway, Prahlad said, "Why don't you come and work for my office?" So
By scrubbing armpits.
or just open drawers and check out the women model files.
Wow,
sounded interesting.
This is the uncle we all wanted and never found.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then I land up in Genesis, and I'm there,
Which is his company's name. Yeah.
And I've been working with him, and then suddenly I see this image of blue waters.
Okay, but now you're working on the other side of the camera.
Yes, I'm a production slave.
Yeah. Or whenever
Or a
they
production
need a
flunky.
model, without paying you too much, they push you back in front. And you do production as well.
Correct.
Oof, Prabhat's a genius. And a man with a big beard, yeah.
So then I saw an image which was apparently of Lakshadweep, and then I asked him, where is this place? And then we all got excited that this is Lakshadweep, and Prahlad says he's leased out that island. I said, we have to go for
What
a
do you
holiday.
mean by leased out that island?
He's leased out a part of the island so that he could run a diving academy.
But
or
who
a
do you
diving
lease
school.
it from, the government?
Prahlad did lease it from the administration of Lakshadweep.
Wow.
This
He's
is
an influential man.
Yeah, it took him a while.
And may I just say this, we don't have a visual of Prahlad, and God bless him, he's a lovely man, but not the most athletic looking human being I've ever seen.
But he taught me how to dive.
Yeah, but so where did his diving ability come from?
Well, this was in Mauritius. In fact, he was on a shoot and then he tried diving there and he was hooked. So he kept going back to Mauritius and doing his courses there.
But he's good, is it?
He's a very comfortable diver.
Really? He comes back up as well because of all that weight?
Just has to, fin up a bit and he'll rise up.
It's like a balloon that comes rushing back. Boom! All right. So you were hooked as well?
I was hooked as well. We went to Lakshadweep the first time as guests. Mm-hmm. And I put on a mask and I put my face in the water.
No, that was Prahlad.
And I could see
They had
fish.
rules. Yeah.
And I could see fish. It just changed my life. I lived there as a dive instructor for 10 years.
So what? It's like a wonderful buffet. You go underwater, eat what you want, come up, have a drink,
What,
eat what you want. No,
Cyrus?
that's not right. It's, not
It's
right.
raw.
It's okay. So are we. So you went there. You're still a model. You're still working in Genesis. I remember working with you after that as well.
Yes.
But your mind and your heart was solely going towards Lakshadweep, and
Yes.
that obviously
That's
was
where I wanted to be. And I
You
was
also
there.
married a swimmer, if I remember
Yes,
correctly.
Shamin.
And who is a national level swimmer. So you've
Yes.
got, it's all like swimming jeans and diving jeans.
All to do
and-
with the water, yes.
Unbelievable. Why do you ever come to land? It doesn't make any sense. Well,
Had
where
to
was
come
the
back.
wedding? In the Pacific Ocean, 500 miles in?
It was in Bombay and Mahalakshmi.
You cheapo! Hired 2 horses on land after all that. Where's the fish?
We were supposed to get married underwater,
Yeah.
but then it didn't work that time because I had to teach my father-in-law how to swim.
Oh, good grief.
So too many things.
Maybe just marry somebody else. What the hell? Get a horse, sit on it. It takes 5 minutes. Not that difficult. All right. So very interesting. So then you basically started working more on that side. But what does it entail exactly diving? Firstly, it's called your new thing is called Orca. We'll come to that. But what does one have to go through if one wants to take part? And it sounds a little grueling and tough.
While we were on the island, people used to come there for a holiday, so they used to learn how to dive.
Lovers, Anis lovers,
Honeymooners.
Yes. The only time men and women look at each other's eyes and things,
Something like that. But we used to have packages of people coming over.
You mean people with their packages? You disgusting man.
Can I kill him?
Go ahead. I'm killing your romance. You're really selling it
no
well.
romance, dude.
Yeah. No, the romance of this whole thing. It is a romantic idea to go on to a lovely island, deserted
It's
place.
a great place to learn diving. Fabulous place, good diving. Anyway, people used to come there and we used to have a 4-day course where we used to start them in the lagoon. There used to be theory sessions. So they're all learning in the sea and then eventually
I've actually seen people learning in a swimming pool. In one of these resorts in, I think, Thailand. Yeah. And then they said, step-by-step process. The scalar system. We'll first teach them here, then there, then there. What's with that?
But the lagoon is like a swimming pool. So it's shallow, it's calm, there are no currents.
So you can stand?
You can stand.
So basically, if you don't swim properly, you can still do this?
You can try it, for sure. You can't be certified.
Let's quickly turn to Chavi. Chavi, can you swim?
Yeah.
Favorite stroke? And don't say breaststroke. That's mine. Go for it.
Breaststrokes.
Damn you, woman!
Backstroke.
There's only one stroke per person. Backstroke, is it? You're like you're dancing in the tights. Anish, you could... Yeah.
Sorry, I
Go
want to
ahead.
know, what is, so when you're certified, what does that actually mean?
Well, you
Why
can't
would
drive.
you want to get certified?
You can't drive a car without a license.
Sure.
If
And
you
definitely
were-
not in the water,
Sure.
because that's stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a scuba license to dive, then you will be always doing introduction dives. You can't rent out equipment, you can't go out to do a wreck dive, you can't do other things because you'll be always tied with the instructor and diving within 6 meters. But the
I
wreck is
see.
at
That
25,
doesn't
30
sound-
and so
yeah.
on. So
Sounds most
it's better to be certified and be a little independent, know your equipment, safety standards.
So there's a full body that runs this whole diving across the world.
Yes, it's called PADI.
Paddy.
PADI.
Okay. Isn't that what women put inside
Professional
their,
Association of
Societies.
Diving Instructors.
Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. My mind goes
He's
wrong.
got me on another channel.
He's processing both though. at the
They
same time.
learn to tune out. The listeners tune out from what I'm saying and listen to you. So don't you worry. So you obviously again have to earn your stripes in a way.
Yeah.
Right. So let's say you were a good swimmer to begin with. You were athletic, enough to learn diving quickly. How long does it take for you to come to the point you are where you can run your own club and run your own outfit?
You can become an instructor in 2 years.
Oh, it takes that long.
Yeah. There's a whole process to it.
How many islands? How many fish?
Lots of diving.
Oh my God.
Because the more the experience, the better the instructor.
clock your
will
hours,
be.
is it?
You keep logging your dives.
Okay.
So
Being
I've
a
done
pilot.
over, something like that. Because you're diving with compressed air, you're underwater. Every time you do an hour's dive, you need
Chavi,
to
have
log
you
it.
ever put your head inside water?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to an aquarium and then quickly when no one's looking, put your head inside the goldfish bowl and say, "Wow, how you doing?
Even in my
Come on,
bathtub when I'm on
you're an
vacation."
Indian. This is what we do." I read recently that one of the airlines has now put only one of the European airlines actually has Devanagari for pesab karna mana hai and all written on the seat because there's always urine on the seat of the plane. So they've put stickers there in Devanagari. Obviously, that would be targeting just a few of us. I don't expect the Chinese to go there and say, "That makes sense." Yeah. We have to take a quick break. We'll talk about urine because that's my big bugbear. No, I get very scared to swim in these small lagoons and pools when people are training and they're scared and worried because I'm always worried that they'll let loose. And no one really knows.
Like they say, the P is silent in swimming
The
pools.
P is bloody silent.
Well, what you don't know doesn't hurt. So it's
You
fine.
think?
Yeah, if
Are
you're
you
wearing
sure
a
it
wetsuit,
doesn't
so it
hurt?
doesn't matter. And it's good to pee in a wetsuit if you're diving in
Will
colder
you stop,
waters.
Anish?
Yeah,
People
it
listen.
keeps you warm.
We'll take a break, then we'll talk about urine and more. All right, we're back with Anish Adenwala, which means somewhere down the line, his family came from Aden, and I've been there. Lovely place in Africa.
My family used to trade between Aden
Which
and...
means you're very rich because all the Indians who went there became overnight millionaires and sensations.
No, we're not the Adenwala tiles. They're rich.
No, they're
and
super rich.
not the guys who own the horses. They're Parsis.
Yeah, I know.
We're
And they have that
Boris.
big bungalow in Tardu.
We're Boris.
Boris Parsi is a little bit of
Same.
1 inch difference, man.
Same
Come on.
Gujarati
Yeah,
standards.
exactly. Same. Who else will end up diving? Unless you're a Bori or a Parsi. Come on.
Come on.
Okay, let's talk, Anish. Let's talk business for a second. So you grew out of Prahlad with no disrespect and decided to float your own outfit because, you got better and better at it. You got popular, you got clients. So take us through your story after that.
So then, while I was on the island and Shamin was expecting her second child and my second child. And my second
I'm going to stop
child.
you there.
Our second
now
child.
the whole topic has changed. Forget about your diving. Let's talk about your sleeping. What
So-
the hell is happening there?
So then I had to tell Prahlad 1 year in advance that, dude, I'm going to go back now. So then when I went back...
1 year,
I
but the child takes 9 months to mature and come out.
Dude,
So 1
I
year
gave
in
him
advance,
1
so
year.
maths is not...
I gave him 1 year.
3 months pre-production, is it? Just for a baby? Okay.
Anyway, so then I moved back to Bombay.
Were you running the outfit for Prahlad?
I was running lacquer dives.
More or less it was your thing by then.
Yeah,
Correct.
not my thing, but I was the main
You're the
instructor
man, the
there.
hands-on guy there.
Yes, and then others have taken over
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
doing fine.
Yeah.
So I wanted to move back because we were having our second child. So
Okay.
it was time to move back. So what I decided that why not take the sport closer to the city? So instead of people coming all the way to learn in Lakshadweep, we could start in a pool and then take it on from there. So it makes life easier. You save a lot of time.
But that's a big commitment. We can swim in the pool or whatever, learn in the pool, but then actually go to Lakshadweep is 3-4 days.
Yeah, but
At
it's a
least when
shorter
you
day,
get there, you'll
shorter
be
trip.
swimming, you'll be diving rather
So
than...
do they undertake like that they're going to do all this, or they just learn the first bit and then as and when?
No, then Orca Dive Club was born, which is my company.
Hold for music. Orca Dive Club coming soon.
nice, nice.
Nikhil Kapoor, go chew on that, yaar. मैं भी कर सकता है. I've come straight from Jalandhar with a good accent.
Super.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're a paddy dive center, inland based. I'm at Worli. We teach in a pool in Bombay. So we undertake the paddy open water course.
Where's the pool?
The pool is in Andheri.
Okay, but just give us the proper location in case someone listening actually says, I want to go and try this out.
Do they just come to your website or come
They
talk to
can
you?
come to a website. They can shoot us a mail. I can give you my email IDs, and they can get in
So
touch
what's
with us.
the basic commitment if a young... by the way, is there an age limit?
We start at 12.
Okay, so if a 12-year-old kid is really interested, what's the commitment initially? He has to come for how many days to the pool?
He needs to be at the pool for one weekend. So
That's
one
it.
Saturday, Sunday is where
Wow.
we do 4 dives. So he's there at the poolside from 10 to 4.
God, that's a lot of time for 4 dives, man. I mean, how far are we diving from? Okay, we will start it. Oof.
So then you
48 hours,
you
4
go
dives.
through the skills in the pool. You understand the safety standards. You're also...
What do you wear? Is there anything that you have to wear?
Wetsuit.
No, like a full thing, head to toe?
Not head to toe. It's not cold. So you don't need
Because
to
I hate
wear a
those
wetsuit.
things. They make men look
You
like
could wear
emasculate
shorts.
you.
You could
Me,
wear
I want to wear
shorts.
nothing. We just discussed urine in the pool. 50% of the reason I'm in there is to destroy
You
other
just
people.
wear your Speedos then.
Yeah, I still wear my Speedos. My wife is horrified. Savi, let me tell you this. She said, you're 43 years old. When we go out for these family picnics, you're the only one in Speedos. So now she keeps the towel around me. And I'm only allowed to jump into the pool and she'll remove the towel like Wonder Woman, middle-aged Wonder Woman with a paunch who jumps suddenly in the middle. I mean, but I got to tell
do
you,
you
at least
fall flat?
back me up. You also swum in the old days. Once you use Speedo, how do you wear the other stuff? It's really, that long pant, I feel like I'm going for a formal
What
interview.
about the just trunks?
So for the
There's
comfort
no such-
level, you can wear your Speedos and wear shorts on top.
No,
So
Baba. I feel that's good on the beach or something. But if I'm in a pool, I cannot bear to have that long cloth which hangs over my knees and all.
So you have to get used to it.
No, brother, no. Let the women suffer. Come on. Going back to Andheri. So we have a pool there. You refuse to give me the address in case I want to come.
It's Celebration Sports Club Andheri.
Okay, Celebration
Local-
Sports Club Andheri,
Local-
Lokanwala. Find it and learn diving in one weekend, basically.
In one weekend. Simultaneously, you were online doing the e-learning program, which is the theory part of the course.
God.
So that completes 2 modules.
Why do you need
of
to?
the
Sorry,
course.
no disrespect. I love diving and all that, but why do you need to? I mean, are you going to write while you dive? I mean, what exactly?
You have to understand what goes on with your body.
Which is what? You
You're breathing
bend
compressed.
over and nobody touches you and you fall.
No, it's not platform diving or springboard diving. This is scuba diving.
Shall we pay attention? It is not platform diving.
Great deal.
Can I ask you the definition of scuba?
You think I don't know scuba?
Bolo.
Chavi, you take this one. Ladies first, come on. Show them
Go
what
for
you
it.
know.
No, I'm going to listen.
Okay, it's self-contained underwater breathing
I was about to say
apparatus.
that. I was about to say that. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Yes.
There you go. Which is normally your nose and mouth and hopefully not other orifices.
So
because
you have
that-
do you have a tank on your back which is filled with...
Hey, that's my wife. Shows
which
some
is-
respect. Anis. All right? It's not a good
Sorry.
swimmer.
Anyway, so you got compressed air in that,
Mm-hmm.
not oxygen, because that's what people keep thinking. You're breathing oxygen underwater. You're not. You're breathing
Yeah,
compressed
that's true
air.
actually. This is the big stereotype about the whole
Yes.
thing.
You're breathing compressed air. And you are underwater.
Which for Mumbaikars is normal. So, yeah.
Exhaust fumes, basically.
No, but this compressed air actually is the cleanest form of air because
Oh,
it
it
goes
is.
through the...
I thought it's like less air.
No.
The word compress means less.
Yeah, but you compress it in a cylinder.
Every time I was a teenager at a dance, I'd be compress me, you know.
So we pressurize the cylinder up to 200 bar. And that, the volume of that...
Okay, now he's talking German. So
you
I
have-
don't know what to say to him.
So on your tank, you have 2,400 liters of air in your back.
Wow.
Okay, so that's a lot of air.
What if you have a little bit of an acidity problem at the same time?
You can burp or fart in the water.
Really?
No problem.
Man, this is the place to go to. This is my social life.
Clearly pee as
In a nutshell.
You can pee
4
in the water.
dives. You can pee?
In the water.
No, this is
There's a
important.
pool here.
But
You wouldn't want to pee in a
hello,
pool.
when you go to these really frozen places, now do people pee? Because you keep them there for hours.
You wear dry suits, you wear wet suits.
I was in Zanzibar and they made me wear this strange suit and all that. And I got to tell you, it was really cold. And I felt like, because you're far away. After that, you're on a boat. Okay, then another 1 hour back to the hotel. Hello, you got to pee. What are you going to do?
You pee in a wetsuit.
We all love the ocean, and I regret doing
Jump
that.
into the sea
Does
and
it
pee.
just
What's
stay
wrong?
in there?
It's
Is
a
it
question of kidney
waterproof?
trouble.
Water goes through and out, so
Okay.
it's fine.
All right. So
But just remember to rinse it after you come out.
Yeah, well, especially if you're going to give it to somebody else to wear. Shall we?
God.
Since we share a suit, I would just advise
thanks,
you.
I would really like you.
Yeah, at least wear it
Rinse
inside out
first.
after I wear it. That way you're better off. Unless, of course, someone peed on me, which is a whole different show coming next week. No, Anish, so let's talk quickly about Orca.
So Orca is a company which is a paddy dive center. We are inland based. We are at Worli. And what we're doing is we teach people in Bombay City. People are traveling all over the world. So just to make their life a little easy, we start the course here and they finish it elsewhere on their own or with us. We keep
And
doing
so this
trips.
is a flexible, let's use the word package. You can go for a 5-day thing abroad,
Yeah,
7 days, 2
yeah,
days.
yeah.
You tailor it to the person,
Yes,
is it?
we do. We do trips ourselves. So I'm traveling at least 12 to 11 dive trips a year.
Okay.
And people can join me.
So tell
and
us where all have you been. Give us some exotic details.
I've been to Komodo, which was fabulous. I've been
Where
to
the
Raj-
dragons from.
Yes. It's fabulous diving. We were on a liverboard, living there for 5 nights.
Well,
and
no, listen, we don't know what a
fantastic.
liverboard is.
That's your diving resort, that's your diving
Oh.
platform, that's your dive center, that's your lounge area, that's your party place.
Okay.
And you're in the middle of the sea.
I still don't know what that means. Okay, good stuff, good stuff.
So that's your boat which sails out from the port and you go to different dive sites and dive and come back to the port and disembark and fly out.
Awesome.
So that's a liverboard package. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of that. So we did Indonesia a lot. So we do a place called Raja Ampat, which is some fabulous diving.
Do you ever see some big fish?
You see lots of big fish.
Like what's the
Whale
most,
sharks, mantas, turtles.
What's the most dangerous?
Nothing dangerous. We don't touch
Has a
it.
turtle tried to mount you?
Not yet.
Oh God, that sounds
You don't mount turtles.
I thought they have that habit
no.
of coming and being on top of people.
No. People will come after you if you do that.
Really?
Don't touch anything underwater.
Any shark?
Many sharks.
No, like dangerous sharks, not the
Nothing
small
dangerous.
puppy sharks.
Not puppy sharks, but they're nothing
a tiger
dangerous.
shark, a great white.
Yeah, they're huge, they're big, but they're
so
you
how do you
respect them.
Yeah, I also respect them, but I mean, if you're
You
stuck
don't-
there, is respect enough? I mean,
Yeah,
shouldn't I
but
get
that's
a
why you
harpoon?
don't dive in, like in South Africa, you do dives in a
And
cage.
it's a one dive thing. Okay.
Yeah, and that's rubbish. But that's also feeding the
Yeah,
shark.
I've
and
seen
getting
that.
yeah.
That's a bit of a rip-off, right? Because they put you in a cage and then they throw fish over. Have you seen that, Chavi? They throw fish over and the momentum takes the shark over the cage. And so they give you that
The
feeling.
shark just senses the blood, so it comes closer, and then suddenly this tourist is sitting in a cage and watching, wow, big animal, and has a little photo camera and he's shooting photographs. So that's not fun.
But
No,
you've been like
it's
in
so
the
staged.
you're there in the water and a real great white is nearby. I mean,
I've never dived with a great white because we dive in tropical waters, that's warmer waters. Great whites like colder waters, so you're looking at South Africa.
so would you get killer whales, orcas, the ones you're named
Sometimes,
after?
yeah.
Are they
sometimes.
dangerous? The
They-
number one
they-
predator of the sea?
They're not the predator. They're killers. They're fabulous animals.
Superb strategists. I've studied this. Let me test Chavi.
Oh, no.
Killer whales.
Ambush.
Explain to me how they hunt.
Ambush
Ambush.
killers.
Very good. Superb.
Well done.
Whatever that means. Good enough for all of us. No, but so have you killer whale comes close?
Well, no, they're normally they're deep water fish. So
Okay.
if you're
But
happy
give me
to see
some
them,
scary moment. No, I want to hear
there's
some
no scary
dolphins,
moment.
porpoise,
Nothing scary underwater.
Did
if
your
you-
tank stop working?
stingray.
Well, it's happened to a student of mine.
Any other Bengali? Oh, sorry. Go on.
Well, it happens sometimes when you're not careful and suddenly run out of air or something malfunctions. Then you need to look after that person and get that person out of the water.
So you got to keep your eye on how many people at the same time.
Yeah, you need to go with 10 people and come back with maybe 11. Don't come back with 9.
Come back with more. Never come back with less
Yes.
because you've got to answer the police later.
Please.
Good point, Anis. Very good to know.
Anyway, so what Orca Dive Club is doing is on 18th of July, PADI, which is our federation, is celebrating Women's Dive Day.
Wow. So only chicks, water.
Only chicks and water.
Ooh,
so
nice.
what we are doing is introducing people who've never dived or want to dive or try dive
Me. I'm a woman.
in a pool.
Me.
You're more than welcome.
Where is it? Because I can bring some women I know. No, I don't know.
It's at Celebration Sports Club in Andheri.
Okay, great. And
From
it's all
11
day?
to 4. 11 to 4.
So they'll all get a crack at this whole diving.
Just an introduction to scuba where they don't need to really worry about kitting up their equipment and bothering
but
too
12
much. Just
and above,
understand.
right?
12 and above.
My daughter's 8.
She can come.
How sweet, really?
She'll be in the 4-foot park. She'll be in shallow waters.
But she can swim.
Yeah, she can try it there.
Yeah.
If she's
Shall we,
good
what do you
enough,
think?
then we can
Do you
take her
have
down
any
to 10 feet.
You know any short friends? You can join my
I'm
daughter.
thinking only about myself at this point.
Are you a good diver, Chavi? Swimmer.
Swimmer, yes. Diver, not really. Belly flops sometimes happen.
What does my t-shirt say?
It says,
I don't know, but can you put it on again?
again? Nice.
What does it say? Karo to?
Jano.
Jano?
Karo to jano.
Oh, if you do, you know. Okay,
Correct.
now I've understood. I figured it out. The poet spaketh. Okay, let's give you a chance to promote it properly again. So it's called Paddy. It's on July.
It's called Paddy Women's Dive
Paddy
Day.
Women's Dive Day.
We're hosting it in Bombay.
July 18th.
At
At
the
the
pool.
Celebrations Club Andheri.
Yes.
Please come there, especially if you have young
Don't you have a limit? What do you mean?
daughters.
Please come there. All the women will
No,
show
so
up
what?
there.
They'll,
Come there, they can pay $1,000 or
Listen,
$1,500 and
Chavi, I
just try a
think
dive.
this is a wonderful idea. Firstly, this city has nothing to do. People are frustrated. All they do is sit and urinate at Marine Drive. There-
weekday.
There are like
It's a
5
Saturday.
things.
It's a Saturday.
5 things you can do. You can cycle if there's no monsoon. You can lift weights. Okay. You can go to nightclubs and you go for walks. That's about it.
I don't do half of those
No,
things.
I'm saying that that's just redundant after some time. Your body has to grow, your mind has to
True,
grow.
true, I
So
agree,
he's
but-
giving them a service where, people can just expand their horizons.
I'm
Hello.
Yeah.
totally the target audience here because I really
Come and
want
try
to
You
it.
do
just
this.
want a cheap
But
free
isn't
deal.
this like really asking for a very it's taking a bite out of a very expensive pie? Like once you're done and you want to go diving, now you have a very expensive hobby.
Yeah,
for life.
unfortunately. Diving
Better
is
than
not
having
a
an
cheap
affair
sport.
which can cost you even more. I've heard.
Thanks. I'll skip the affair. I'd really.
But you
rather
can do
dive.
some...
No, but hello, there's a rate card. You don't have to go to Indonesia and Komodo and all
No,
these
you don't need to
places.
go so far. You can go to Andamans, you can go to Lakshadweep, you can go to Thailand, you can go to Maldives.
And in any case, it's not like they're going all the time. They'll go once in 2 years or something.
Yeah, normally diving holidays people take once a year, maybe once in 2 years, or maybe twice a year. Unlike me, I go diving 12 times a year.
Yeah, but you've worked out a system where you get paid.
Yes.
It's totally different. Let me warn you about that. Hello. Okay, we're going to take another break and we'll dive into the next segment. Let's check Anis's general knowledge because male models are supposed to be a little, how do we put this, Chavi?
Does.
Yes, back with Anis Adenwala, also known as AA or Double A for some reason, I don't know. Anis, you were a good cricketer also. I remember St. Mary's?
Green Lawns.
Green Lawns. Played all the Harry Shield, Guile Shield,
Yes,
all that
he did.
growing
A lot
up.
of inter-college cricket, lots of inter-school cricket.
And you were a bowler, right?
I was a left-arm bowler. I'm
Left
still
arm.
a left-arm bowler.
Bit of a Wasim Akram, just 400
like
wickets
that.
between the two of them, dividing them.
Shorter run-up.
But you were quickish, I remember.
Yeah, quite quick.
But, Chavi, in Mumbai, what happens is bowlers get a reputation fast on the Maidans in the school and in that league, school, college league. So he was one of those known names. So he was quick and fast, and just for an accident of fate, he could have been, Zahir Khan, but instead, he's Anis the diver. Now, let me tell you how much Zahir earns. Let me just tell you. Zahir earns in millions. Anis, you're not doing too badly. Don't complain.
I'm happy.
Yeah. So now we need to move away from diving. I want to one last question though about Orca. This is my favorite animal. I still think #1 predator in the world. Fantastic.
Strongest animal.
Strongest animal. And do you know that how they kill the white shark? The great white. It's amazing.
They're wild, yeah.
They know how to. They just know the system, which is basically you flip the great white on its back. It goes into a coma state. That's its
great
self-defense.
white.
And then they just kill him. They keep him there for 10 minutes and eat him up.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. They are the most strategic hunters. They're called the wolves. Am I right? Wolves of the sea. Because they work together and everything is done to a science. There's no brutality.
And
actually.
they're
Respect, man.
fabulous. And they're fabulous to look
So
at.
hence you took Orca, the name.
it's too powerful.
Yeah.
It's big. I
Lovely.
like it.
You can't get bigger than Orca. Orca is the king of the sea. That's the fact.
Something like
That's
that.
the truth. All right. He's a happy man.
Yeah.
Let's move on now to your general knowledge. I promised everybody that we'll test out male model Anis Adenwala. Now you sound like a Lokanwala boy.
Chalo,
Yeah, Adenwala, I'm Anis Adenwala. I've come from the Lokanwala. I want to be a model actor.
Can I show you my portfolio?
Portfolio. By the way, Jawline. Okay, let's talk about VIP culture, which has been upsetting us for the last couple of weeks and doesn't seem to ever stop. As South Bombay boys, me and the producer Amit, we suffer it every day because some big shot is coming in with his little red light. We don't know who they are. Everybody has a red light and everybody has securities. We don't know. Forget the chief minister. It's some ex-deputy minister's sister's daughter's friend from Kanpur. But still, there's one little red light and they stop the traffic and they go forward. But now it's getting a little out of control, holding up planes. Somebody forgets his passport. So, there's a 1 hour delay. Let's talk. Anis, what do you think about this whole chamchagiri psychophancy that's causing India to go backwards every second?
Are you planning to change it?
I don't have the voting power yet.
Well, I guess we, the people who just voted for these guys to come in, are going to again vote whenever it's time to vote and throw them out.
Yeah, but it's not like a new party.
But nothing's going to change because they are not going to change. What are you going to do?
But what's with it's in our DNA that we need this whole chamchagiri culture where the rules are always different. It's like a caste system. Rules are for citizens and another rule for people with influence and power. Okay? While in Europe, they go out of their way to make sure that the PM is caught shopping himself, parking himself, picking up his own bags.
Cycling to meetings. Yeah.
Here, the PM won't even have to enter anything because 15 chamchas will buy things for him and 32 will hold back a line. So when's this going to end? It just makes us look ridiculous.
I've seen this happening all the time in the Lakshadweep because we're dealing with the administration all the time.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if there's a minister coming in from Delhi to the islands, that island never looks so clean.
Oh, suddenly.
Spanking, superb, food, fabulous. Though the food is great, but there is
everything goes up.
Everything's different. Suddenly, we're instructors, we're living there. Suddenly, we see the change and we love it because we've been there. And then suddenly, this gentleman goes back. We're back to normal.
Next day, it's pav bhaji, pav
Kolkata. Whatever it is, but there's a huge change again. So, I mean, I've seen it. It's no point discussing it, arguing about it because you can't do much.
Well, people can. Like
that's why I love diving. You just get back into the water.
No, but she's got a lovely story while you duck into the water and drown yourself. She's got a lovely story about a Pakistani flight
they took
where
the
citizens
power back.
Wow.
These two politicians delayed the flight, and after waiting 2 hours,
and blasé bindas attitude. On it. They came onto the flight after say 45 minutes, 1 hour, and blasé bindas on their phones and not bothered. What's up? I'm landing in 20 minutes and all that nonsense. Sat down, and the public, just the business class public, because you can't imagine a politician would be an ego. Come on, the business class public went berserk. And Chavi, you were one of them. You removed your chappal and started slapping the guy on his head. And then he said, "Where's the other chappal?" And tell us the
I have
whole.
to tell you one of the reasons I respect Indigo. Indigo, by the way, we're open for ads. Anyway, one of the reasons I really respect Indigo is one time
we're also a low budget show, so there's a lot of similarities there. Yeah.
Please. So give us your subscription.
No, they push you in.
Not
no
just
pun
that.
intended.
So there was this point where the flight was about to take off, and we were idling. We were on the tarmac, and there was this announcement from the captain, and he said, "We have to tell you this is not our fault. It's somebody who's checked his luggage in and hasn't shown up. So we're going to give him 2 minutes. We're going to lose our place in line otherwise. And if he's not here, we're going to offload his luggage. We've already identified it." And
did the guy come?
The guy showed up looking totally embarrassed. Everybody on the plane.
Was it me?
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
It was
go
some
on.
thin chap. Everybody on the plane seriously applauded for him because they were so annoyed. And
What applauded for them?
We're going to beep that out.
Did you say fugging?
Yeah, I did.
So it's like a hybrid word? You were trying to be conservative at the same time.
I had the shame to be a little embarrassed, but I thought...
Did you clap? Did you clap?
It was jeering. It wasn't like
because
applause.
we had an MP in Pune, same thing, delaying a flight, I remember, and the audience, passengers all started clapping, and the guy was, I think it was the worst punishment because he couldn't handle it. He really felt bad.
Yeah.
Because they were all clapping, males, females, children, everybody. Males,
but
females.
then what?
Hopefully he never does it again. I've been the last person on a flight, and I don't think I ever.
You can escape your lovely world in Indonesia, some blue ocean and killer whales and nature and its best. We have to move from South Mumbai to Andheri with these guys.
Get a bike.
Get a
it's
bike.
easiest.
No, if you
with
forget
the
your
bike comes a
passport,
helmet,
your
man.
bike is not going to make a difference. My mom has forgotten her passport.
Really?
Once at home,
But did they stop the plane so that she could go back
not.
home, get her passport and come back?
She
Auntie,
managed.
take your time. We are
What
here.
she did was she got into a taxi, sent the car back with the driver to pick up the passport. And thankfully, there was somebody at home to open the locker and give it to her. So she made her flight, but my mum is notorious for doing things like this. But no way would they have waited for her. Why?
But
She's
coming
not
back
an
to the bearded old man, Mr. Prahlad, he has stopped a ship in the middle of the sea because his flight landed late.
Really?
Yeah, and we were all on this local boat of the police or the coast guards, and we went back to
where?
This was going to Lakshadweep, and then it was the flight delay.
So how did he stop the ship?
He spoke to many people. And
He used influence, he called people.
Yeah.
So it works, the reverse influence situation here.
Sometimes.
After we go out of our way to say, don't use the VIP culture, here we
this
have
was,
Prahlad.
this
How
was
dare
in
you
97, I think.
I can think of a word that rhymes with kakkar right now. Prahlad, that's terrible. How dare you?
The abuse of power.
Yeah, but if they start telling you who the MP is or who the film star is or who the builder is or who the big shot is, it would help, I think. Because people can start tweeting and all. Nobody wants bad press. Bad press is not good. Especially if you're a known figure.
Now we can.
Here's a list of top 10 people who've stopped planes in the last 15 days. And remember, we've done our research. We'll start with Amitabh. No, of course not. I just took a shot. He's a lovely guy. He'll always be on
You remember
time.
the pilot who stopped in Jaipur unscheduled for kachoris?
No, please tell
That
us.
was last year. Wasn't it last year? Or
For
maybe 2 years ago.
kachoris.
Yeah. So from, I think, Indore to Delhi or something. And suddenly the passengers are like, what the hell's going on? We're landing. We've landed and we're just standing there. This is unscheduled. It is not a hopping flight. People are checking like, wait a second. Did it say that we were going to actually stop in Jaipur? No. So somebody then drove up to the window of the plane and handed her a bag of kachoris.
It's like a B-grade film. You can't just open the window of a plane and take vendor, kya? Kitna mein milega? Discount
She
de do.
did that. She was suspended. But what?
But what airline are we talking? Just
Air India.
Air India. So we're not going to get that sponsorship. Because
No. But
that's
Indigo, we're open for sponsorship.
Indigo we like. And we like the idea of being on time. We're on time. Even though this show doesn't have a sense of time, but we are on
We're
time.
on time. Always.
But I miss the Indigo commercials that were on TV. They were fabulous
Were
commercials.
you part of them?
They're very good.
Ve-
Yeah.
No, never.
Why?
My modeling career was over by then.
You were an Air India model, huh? You couldn't make the private airlines. How sad. Indigo. What was the commercial about for those of us who don't know?
I don't know, it was a very nice, catchy jingle with good graphics and the women with their outfits and the pilot.
Just get to the women with their outfits and stop giving me this graphic nonsense, pretending to hide behind the mask of graphics. Who remembers a graphic? I can't tell a graphic from a graphic. Okay, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, lots more to talk about. Chavi, you've got some questions, and we've got some topics to talk. I want to talk a little bit about cricket as well, because I remember Anis being left arm and quick. But for now, here's the sound of a man entering Lakshadweep head first. Pepsi commercial, is it? Yes, me and Anis Adenwala just gossiping and bitching about little women that we used to know when we were younger. Little, not so little now, Chavi, I must tell you. Rather large and rotund. Prahlad without the beard, I would say. No, Prahlad, we love you. But Prahlad doesn't mind a little bit of leg pulling. As long as you
He's a
mention his
great
name.
guy. He loves it.
He just loves being, he's like Rahul Bose or Mahesh Bhatt. Just say the name and they're happy. They don't want to listen after that. You can say like Mahesh Bhatt hasn't made a film in 40 years. He doesn't care. Just say his name. Prahlad Kakar, we respect and love you. All right, let's talk about this other feature in Orca. I'm going to say Oscar. Orca is about underwater filming. What is that story?
Well, Underwater Film Services actually is the company that was started when I came back from Lakshadweep because we just took the medium of shooting underwater. So we do
in those days, there weren't any underwater cameras. So it was like a one-off.
Exactly.
One quick shot and it's over.
Yeah, they used to go abroad to shoot and try and do it somewhere else. But now we have the whole unit in Bombay. So we've got the cameras, the housings, the diving team, the professionals to shoot underwater, because all the underwater DOPs, that's cinematographers, they're all certified and they're divers and they work with me all the time.
Here's a catch. You may be the best land terrestrial photographer in the world, but if you don't know how to swim, you can't go do underwater
You can't
photography.
do.
It's really scary.
Yeah. So we rig up underwater sets and we do sequences for movies.
So you make the sets, you do whole pre-production for the movie.
Everything.
So
everything.
tell us,
Tell us about a few that you've done.
Well,
See, with saying the same thing.
Yeah. Was there a dirty film called Blue?
Dirty
something
film
you did?
Blue that
the film Blue actually was shot underwater, and I think the underwater work was fabulously
In
done
Bahamas.
in the
Except
Bahamas.
for what's his name was so large, he looked like
What?
Orca himself.
What are you doing
Sanjay
with your
Dutt.
hands?
I'm pointing
But
at
don't
his
make
girth.
these phallic
He
symbols.
was so fat he had to wear his clothes because
Who?
they couldn't put him in his
Who was so
Speedo.
fat?
Sanjay Dutt. He looked like a whale.
Was he? I don't think he's
Yeah,
that.
Horrible.
It-
I don't know
it
why I
didn't
saw
work.
this movie.
He
It
was out
really
of shape.
reflects badly on me.
Anyway, so we did a lot of movies underwater. So starting with a film that I started the whole career with Prahlad. Actually, again, Prahlad comes
ad
in the
film.
picture. No, it was a feature film called Saya for Mukesh Bhatt,
Oh.
where we had an entire car crashing into the water, a bus crashing into the
Is
water.
it my life story? Saya.
Saya, no. This is John Abraham and Tara in the movie.
I wanted him to play me, but he said no. I asked him twice. Then Tara played me. You're right. We had
Yes.
to go with that.
so then we were in the bus, and this
Shot
bus is
where?
trapped. Shot in a pool.
So one second, let's understand.
Bombay?
The bus.
In Bombay.
The bus.
A bus?
One second, the bus heads into a pool.
A bus traveling in the mountains
Okay.
suddenly falls off a cliff
Okay.
and goes into the water.
Oops.
Cut to the underwater part where we will rig it up in a pool where the bus is suspended on a crane.
But this is like a really deep pool, right?
Yeah, it's around 10 feet deep. That's good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, because then we needed to just sink the bus so that it looks as the water level is rising and people are drowning inside. So it was great fun. So we keep doing that all the time. So we did... the new films that we've done is called Talash. Have you seen Talash?
Of course, the Amir Khan film.
Yes.
Yeah, the chase.
The chase,
Yeah.
the underwater bits, where he's looking for his kid underwater, trapped.
Where
and
was
so
that
on.
shot?
In a pool in Kapoli.
Oh, not bad. I thought it was in Argentina, Buenos Aires. You
Oh,
did really
cool.
good job. Yeah. Capoli, much cheaper.
But the sequence was in Pondicherry. So we shot the underwater.
The
and
watercolors are different. Oh, this is the wrong phrase. The color of the water is different, is it?
It's because of the currents, the tides, the murkiness. That's why we can't shoot
So which
in
is
the
the
sea.
prettiest part of Indian coastlines? Where would be the bluish?
Indian coastline, I would say Kovalam.
Oh.
But if you're looking at great diving, Andamans and Lakshadweep.
Okay, and in the whole world, which would be the prettiest sea? Which would be the most pure, clean? Where you, if you had a choice to shoot, you would shoot there.
I would love to shoot in Lakshadweep.
No, still? Number one?
Fabulous.
I think you're a girl there, man. Shamin should find out. There's some chick on the side there, with a big costume.
But we've shot in Maldives a lot. We shot a film called Kites with Ritik and Barbara.
Yes. Isn't that with Barbara More, Maharashtrian actress? No, Mori. Yeah, and there was a big affair and all that. Am I right, Chavi? Come on, you come in now.
Deal. Yes, he
But
even sang in it.
He wanted to leave his wife because of her and all that happened. The film isn't remembered, but the gossip is remembered
Then
forever.
we shot Bang Bang, the sequence where Ritik Roshan dies. falls off the plane when it blows
Don't say
up.
dies and they know the story.
Sorry, the Bang Bang is released and it's finished. It's gone.
You should have seen it.
Yeah.
Don't blame us. Yeah.
So we rig up underwater sequences and we shoot. We do a lot of TV serials. A lot of underwater work for CID.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought the writers are underwater when they're writing it. Sometimes I just get that feeling. But no, so just tell me one thing. How do they behave now? Because now what does the actor have to do?
The actor has to first spend time learning how to scuba dive.
And be sort of confident because he's probably playing some other whatever.
And they're very comfortable. Like we shot a film called Ek Villain in Mauritius, where Shraddha is anyway a certified diver with us and she traveled with us under the dive trip.
Okay.
And we taught Siddharth in the pool and then we went to Mauritius and we shot and it was a fabulous shoot. One song.
So who was the best so far out of all the actors that you worked with? Who's like really good in the pool?
In the pool?
Out of the males.
The males?
Yeah.
Saif is very good.
Really?
Akshay is damn good.
Akshay, which one? Kumar. Okay.
Which
and
other Akshay?
there was the other fellow?
Khanna?
Khanna?
Isn't
No, I never worked
He
with
doesn't
him.
work. He doesn't do movies now. What were the best female?
Katrina's fantastic.
No,
in the
I'm
water.
talking about diving. Now, look
God,
at your
look
face.
at
Look
that,
look at his face. Well, you just went off for a second there.
Dude,
Katrina, I love her.
she's
Look here, you love her.
fabulous in the water.
In the water.
Yeah, so what you talked about the best woman diver.
Yes, it's purely aesthetics. We're not talking
And
about anything else.
Shraddha is fantastic.
Yeah, you think
Shraddha
it's-
who?
Shraddha Kapoor.
Oh.
What are
I
you,
thought this
elitist
was the
animal?
first
You don't know who
movie,
Shraddha
ABCD2.
Kapoor is?
No,
Shakti
no, she's
Kapoor's
done
lovely
movies.
daughter who, thank God, doesn't look like him.
Ek
Oops.
Villain
No, she's
Ashiki.
very lucky.
Yeah.
Acha, acha.
So, no. So, was there anyone who had trouble who was like, giving you trouble or scared, fear?
Nobody gives me trouble underwater because they know that if they give me trouble, I'll shut the tank.
Oh my God. This is another way of saying thank you.
Thank you.
Oopsie. All right. Anish, so lots of interesting things happening. Any foreign crews you worked with? Any foreign actors?
Yes, I did a film called The Fall, Tarsam Singh.
No way! One of my favorite movies.
Did you see the elephant swimming underwater?
Yes!
We shot that.
Hey,
Oh man, okay.
that's me.
Suddenly elevated
Why?
beyond this
I
body.
mean, I give you a platform
we
for
shot,
Orca.
we shot that with in the Andamans and it was fantastic.
Oh wow! Wait,
bigger
there's only
budgets.
that one elephant.
That one
right?
elephant
Yeah.
was
actually
an
inside the
audio-
water?
Yeah, he
Was-
swam. He swam.
swimming
He's
elephant.
fantastic.
So how do you get
the
him?
reason that elephant is where he is right now, which is being marketed as a tourist elephant that swims, is because we went to shoot the film.
No, but can I understand? Elephants
not
aren't
for
natural
documentation.
swimmers. Am I right?
They're natural swimmers because they have snorkels. Their trunk is their snorkel. Fat floats in the water.
So how did you get him in? Like,
We walked in.
he didn't hesitate?
No, he was happy.
Like, he went all the way in.
He went all the way in, but
And
he's
then he
going to float.
submerges.
And he submerges till eye level, and he can see you. So we are swimming next to him, and we went down with tanks and scuba and shot him underwater.
I once swam with Bappida. No, that's another story. That's another story. Sorry about that, guys. We'll just go on to our next topic, which is cricket. Squeeze a little bit in here.
Tell me.
Do you have time? I mean, are you connected at all with what's happening? Because you live in this world of dives, and it looks like it's a lovely natural world. But you come back for a few days, and are you in touch with Indian cricket? And
All
you
the
follow
time.
cricket?
I follow the World Cup, I follow the IPL. I play a lot of cricket myself still. And in fact, when I used to play for HR College, the team right now we still meet and we play some matches together. But these are all 40 plus people now.
Yeah.
But fitness is a little issue, but it's great fun to be on the field. And in fact, now we are playing.
I like the way he says fitness is a little issue. You know what that means, right? Nobody catches the ball or fields. They all bat and little bowling, but there's no fielding. Fielding is cancelled. And I think about time. This is really
but
holding
it's
us
great
back.
fun
this
to be
whole
on the
fielding
field.
thing. Yeah.
And then now we are playing. In fact, the club that I'm a member of is organizing the six-a-side tournament with tennis ball cricket. It's great fun. We got practice every morning. So I'm in touch with the game for
Are
sure.
you as quick as you used to be?
I don't think so.
I mean about the girls. I don't mean about the swimming. Huh?
I don't think so.
Still get the ball to deviate, is it?
Move.
Yeah,
It
move.
moves well.
In swing, out swing. A little bit here and there. All right. Okay. No, I just wanted to ask you about the Zimbabwe tour, which is happening as we speak, and India is sending Ajinkya Rahane as a great new captain. No, the funny part is the 9 regulars have been rested. So you send a squad of 14, out of which 2 or maybe 3 would have made the 11. So what's the point of the series? Might as well call it a B team.
But what happened to the Bangladesh series?
We got hammered with the A team.
So
So why send the B team? We should send the AS team now.
we'll learn. We'll keep learning.
Yeah, but
We'll
I don't
fall.
think there's too
We'll
much
learn.
cricket happening. It's devaluing the game. All kinds of series being organized. You probably won't be able to remember the names of half the Bangladeshi cricketers or Zimbabwean cricketers. With due
Exactly.
respect.
But these are all in the agenda of the list that they have to do these tournaments. And
There's a
that's
word
what's
for
happening.
this. There's a word for this. I won't get into it, but it
Say
starts
it.
with P.
Say it.
It starts with P. Huh?
Say it.
Oh, I can't get it. I can't remember. It's too long a word. I won't be able to do it. All right, let's get back to diving. And while talking about diving, I want to ask you one question. If you're overweight, can you dive?
Yes.
No, I mean like really overweight. Don't look at me. I'm just a little bit here and
Provided
there.
the dive center you're diving with, like if it's Orca, we do have a double XL jacket for you.
No, okay, jokes apart, forget the damn double XL. What is there like a health risk? Do you have to check your heart? You have to check your...
Well, there is a medical form for everybody who's going to start diving.
Mm-hmm.
So if you mark anything in the list given as yes, that needs to be supported by a doctor. Because if you have a heart issue or obese or whatever,
Ear
then
issues,
maybe you
I
can't.
know. I have.
Sinus
I know someone
issues.
who's got
It's
sinus
all to do with pressure and volume. That's why the physics is involved in.
My God, Anish, where you've come from being a male model from Lokhandwala doing acting
Smart and all, no?
to now being a physics
Dude,
professor.
I teach physics and applications of pressure volume relationships.
Wow.
It's great fun.
I mean, which girl would want to hear that? I mean, on a date? I mean, really? Tell me more. I'll sleep with you tonight. I mean, this is lovely.
and it sounds like breathing through the apparatus.
Yes, it does. So that has a double meaning, a bad Parsi natak feel to it. But yeah, okay. All right. I think we'll wrap it up here for a second and come back and see what else we can freewheel about. We've run out of topics, but not out of water.
Oh,
We will dive. We will dive. But don't drink and dive.
Karo to jano.
Karo to jano. Don't drink and dive. Can you drink and dive?
No, you can't.
Why?
You can drink water and dive.
But if you drank and you dove, what would happen?
You'll realize that you shouldn't have done
So
that.
don't drink and dive, youngsters.
Correct.
God. Why can't they listen?
Cyrus Says, ask me anything. If you want Cyrus to answer your questions on air, send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com. If you send us a link to a sound file on SoundCloud, we'll even play you asking the question in your own voice. And that's what Cyrus says.
Anish Adenwala is the name in case you want to learn diving. It's called Orca. His website is...
www.orcadiveclub.in.
Can't get easier than that. And on a weekend, an 18th July weekend, if you're anywhere near the Celebration
Sports
Club,
Club,
Sports
Andheri.
Club in Andheri, please, especially if you have a daughter or and even older women as well.
Anybody can try it.
Age is no limit. Anyone can try it. It'll be a good experience.
Even if you don't know how to swim, you can try scuba.
Excellent. That's what I told my first girlfriend when I took her into the pool and told her, yes, that's called crawl. Put your hands a little lower. That's right. It didn't work. She drowned.
Oh, no.
She preferred that to hands closer. Her last words were, let me die. Or, no, dive. All right, let's move on to, I've got a breaking news here, which only we have, the Vyapam scandal.
Wow.
Of course, these are words Parsis and Boris should not pronounce. Vyapam, it'll take half an hour. You try it, Anish.
Idiyappam.
Idiyappam, Vyapam, yeah. Sounds like a potentate from somewhere deep in the heart of Africa. We go to expert, Chavi. Chavi, take us through this. Now we've taken corruption to Olympic scales and standards. I honestly feel we should have like an Olympic corruption game organized by us. We've got this. I was just going through the whole thing, the options that they have. This is for recruitment, to try and get jobs, government jobs and things like
jobs,
that.
med school. These people
Med
are
school,
going
no
to
less.
be our doctors.
Yes.
It's so
Wow.
scary.
And the people you deal with when you want to broaden your business. So just think about it.
Unbelievable.
So there's, in one, you can appear for the exam and just leave it blank and then give it in and then it'll be filled in correctly. All right?
After you file an RTI saying what happened to this person, then they'll say, oh, this person's being gentrified. Take we'll quickly fill in all the right answers.
Wow.
According to what score you got. If you got an 81%, then answer 81 questions.
And there are many more techniques. They've got these experts who sit with you and fill in the form for you. So you don't have to do anything. You can just keep your iPad and, listen to music or do whatever you want to do. So this whole Vyapam thing now is opening our eyes to the fact that this has been going on for years. And we have no idea how many people.
And we were horrified by that picture from Bihar of all these people passing notes.
Yeah.
Like this just takes the cake. And it's been going on for what? 4-5 years? 2011?
4-5 years ago, 2-3 years ago, it was found out. Yeah. We don't know how long it's been going out.
Yeah. All these
probably
bloody doctors.
Early Lord Mahavir's time it started. We have no idea. It's been going on from, Takshila or downwards all the way to Kerala. It's been going on. But I'm proud as an Indian.
You think it'll make a good movie because all the witnesses keep dying?
Well, I will have a movie which we can set in underwater. We take all these corrupt people, put them underwater and shut the tanks.
Yeah, and see how they react.
Yeah.
With the cage.
What fun. Maybe a great white around.
Yeah, perfect.
Or a whole pod
that
is it
would
of
be
killer whales? The whole lot?
Why not?
Madhya Pradesh
All you can eat,
ministers.
one-time offer.
So-
Get your Indian.
Such a corrupt politician. Tastes
Chicken
better.
tikka masala.
A touch of
Let's-
evil. Yes.
Okay,
Just
you're leaving me out of my conversation. I'm feeling
sorry.
bad. I'm feeling scared. Okay, while Chavi's showing pictures which I can't see from far of the young Anis Adenwala.
No. This is Ashish Chaturvedi, who's nowhere as good looking.
Oh, who's Ashish Chaturvedi?
He's
Why is he in
one
the
of the
middle?
whistleblowers, and he's gotten protection.
Correct,
He's
correct.
gotten protection from
All
the
right.
Vyapam scam.
Let me explain. When you say protection, you were talking about the Vyapam scam because again,
Yes, he's got
vulgar.
security, and some. I think Rushdi explains on Twitter said India is the only country where witness protection programs mean that the witness has to protect the protector because this dude is riding his cycle and the security
cop
guard
is
sitting
sitting behind.
piche.
Really?
It's just pretty.
So that cop got the job, you know how, right? Somebody wrote the paper for him. It's clear. Welcome to India. We can just
Wow.
laugh. No, there's nothing more to do. Anis, I think you deal with this more than us. Red tape because you're running your own business must be a great fun for you.
It's fun. It's
Yeah?
fun to deal with them.
You just have to smile and keep going, right?
Keep going. But anyway, I love to introduce them to all scuba because it's a great place to be. Nobody's fighting. Everybody's happy underwater.
It brings peace, does it?
A lot of peace.
Oh my god, that's making me think of that Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara business.
Yeah, we trained all the actors for them.
So you really work with Hrithik like
Oh,
all
look at
the
him show
time,
off.
huh?
You give a reference, he's trained the actors. Let me try. Kalia, did you train the actors?
There was no
Dostana,
underwater.
did you train the actors?
Sholay.
Train the actors! Sikandar! No Sikandar. Damn it. All right. Shall we move on to AMAs with
think
our
we should.
wonderful host, Chavi?
Host? Tum ho.
Hostess.
All right.
Oh, you're not the host?
No, I'm
What the hell are you
I'm
doing
like
here?
Robin to your Batman.
But why are you here then?
Because somebody has to ask you questions.
Anis is the guest and I'm the host, and then. But why would you ask the host questions? What is wrong with our show?
I can't answer this on such a fundamental
We have our own Vyapam happening right now.
Yes, just do
AM
it.
or PM, it's Vyapam.
All right, are you ready for AMA?
Yes, boss.
Okay, Anis, that means ask me anything. We're going to
Hey,
ask
Anis, you have to
Cyrus.
answer as well, even if it's a very personal question about me. So just,
About you.
yeah, just free flow.
Okay.
Answer about yourself, okay? All right, question 1 from Sandesh. What's your favorite non-Beatles or Elvis song?
What the hell's wrong with this guy? I'm not that straight-jacketed. It's difficult. I like any songs with lots of bad
Come
words
on,
in it.
one. Give us one.
Anis, why don't you go for it?
Even I'm thinking.
You don't have
Okay.
a favorite song?
My favorite is Sapna Mera.
What? Sing.
सपना मेरा टूट गया मुंह न रहा कुछ न रहा. Come on, Anis, let's join me.
Never heard this before. Anis, what's
Okay.
your favorite song?
I've got many favorite songs.
Pick one that you can sing.
Lily the Pink, Bang
Which
Bang
I
Lulu.
can sing. Bang, bang, Lulu.
Lulu's gone away.
Who is gonna bang, bang when Lulu's gone away? Now Lulu had a bicycle.
Seat was very blunt. Well, let's leave it there.
Okay,
I
brilliant.
miss Lulu. Sorry.
I have a music recommendation for you.
Go ahead, go ahead.
This person named Leon Bridges. You should check him out.
I don't like men. I'd rather jump off the bridge than...
You've got the Liverpool and the Memphis Boys.
Yeah, I
check
got
out
that. I
Leon
got
Bridges,
that.
okay?
I got that. But they are beyond gender.
Try.
Supreme talent.
Actually, Leon Bridges, we're open for sponsorship. Just FYI.
Leon Bridges for me sounds like one of the Lloyd Bridges' kids, trying to make it as an actor still 20 years later.
Just listen,
Not
okay?
happening for me.
Listen.
Huh.
Dude, Leon Bridges.
If there were two bridges fighting over property, it would be bridges over troubled water. Oh, that's terrible. That's just the
And
worst.
it's over a dive club.
Yeah, I know. We try to bring Anis in now as well. Into the water you go.
All right. The nation wants to know, Karan says,
Yeah.
what news channel gives the best coverage?
Oh, what would I know? You think I watch? Let Anis, you handle that.
I watch Arnav in the Nights.
But that's not for news. That's for
sounds like a
entertainment.
That's for the
program.
entertainment.
Arnav
Yes,
in the
for
Nights.
sure.
Yeah.
Arnav in the Night sounds very sexual.
Yeah, because my wife hates it.
Arnav
Oh, you're
in the
going to hang with him now?
Nights.
Because she wants to watch something else. She's thinking you're going to hang with him. I said, okay. Yeah,
My husband prefers
He's
a-
too loud. He's screaming all the time. Doesn't let people
My
sleep.
husband was a middle-aged man with glasses and ranting and raving.
Ranting and raving.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so...
does that answer your question?
He answered the question.
I would have to go with CNN, IBN, Headlines Today, and NDTV, the three that give me work and opportunity.
What about Aaj Tak?
That's a part of Headlines
India
Today, which is now called India Today.
Okay.
They're very nice.
They're nice.
Aaj Tak is the number one Hindi channel. I've been a big fan. If I could speak Hindi, I'd be on it.
Correct.
Of course, not from their perspective. But What's perspective in Hindi, Anis?
Andaz.
Vaguely. Chavi?
Drishtikon?
You must be out of your mind. This is not a Japanese class. Behave yourself. Control your emotions. Sayonara. Nothing more from you.
Okay.
Questions?
Question from Raju. Last question.
Raju, you think this is real?
Yeah, man.
It's just too common a name. It never happens. You never
But
actually meet a
Rajus are
Raju.
dying out. Rajus, when we were younger, were more. I think it was the Amitabh influence, don't you think?
Amitabh brought in Vijay.
Hey, Daddy.
That's
No,
not
that
Amitabh,
wasn't
that's
That was,
Jitendra.
yeah, Jitendra.
But we can sing it. Daddy, 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 daddy. Raju. And the best line. Daddy, main mummy se baat karunga. I mean, what kind of line is that? I mean, you're the freaking child. That's your mother. Yes, you will talk to your mother.
Can you imagine when they were doing the sitting and listening to it on the harmonium?
Oh God, yeah, and when they must be telling each other how good the song sounds and the lyrics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kya line?
This is
Kya
awesome.
Wow,
Crack kar diya.
super. Ek baar aur. Repeat the line. Don't change.
Okay, question is, what do you think about performance-enhancing drugs for sports? Should they continue to be illegal?
No. I think we should keep it open. Let people use anabolics. Because let me tell you, they only help you so much. Go ahead. Drug yourself. Do what you want. At the end of the day, Anis, if you look at sport today, everybody's cheating.
Yeah.
And you get your medals
In every
confiscated.
Come on. Few people
Well,
get
if
caught.
it was
You
legal,
tell me
then you
Usain Bolt is not on something. Okay, he may not be on anabolics which make him look big and strong. But he's taking something. Blood thinners. Same as our friend Armstrong. Everybody's onto something. They can't keep that level playing field anymore. Sure. The moment somebody does it, I mean, you've been an athlete, you know. What are you going to do? How are you going to compete? How do you run 9.6? I mean, come on, 9.59. Where is it? 9.49? That's ridiculous.
Maybe they should have the clean version.
It'll never happen.
The non-clean version.
We are corrupt. It's not just Indians. I've realized we are the most corrupt, but they're all corrupt. Let's not be racist when it comes to corruption. Corruption knows no color. Everyone is corrupt. And of course, Mexicans are like us, so because we look the same. And so, yeah, I get your point.
So depressing. All right, Raju, that was your
No,
question.
let Anis answer the question. Performance-enhancing drugs. How do you stop it anyway?
Should they continue to be illegal?
All the power sports will use
illegal.
it. Yeah, but all the sports will use it. What are you going to do?
See, why aren't the cricketers tested?
But I'm sure they've used it. Fast bowlers and things. And
Of course they have. Of course, but they've never tested.
Some can't get through man of the match conversations without an anabolic shot.
Or is it like...
So tell us, how was the game? Yeah, it was great. I played well. Immediately the whole thing changes. Yeah. So I don't know why the cricketers are tested, but not so much for
Athletics.
drugs. But more for, how much money they've taken from somebody else. It's a different
And
test.
how many matches they've thrown. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Different test.
I wish they'd do drugs and leave don't tank the game. Do your drugs quietly. End it. No, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, plus they make you a raving lunatic.
If you do Winstone is no, you should not do drugs. Don't do drugs. Very bad stuff. Anabolic's not good. Chavi, you trying to take some?
No.
Huh?
Never.
You'll have a chest like mine in 2 days.
I don't want to, thank you.
Is that what you want?
No, thank you.
Believe me, that's what nobody wants. Anish, you've been wonderful. We're running out of time as usual. We've had a great time. We'll just give you 2 minutes more. It's called
Orca Dive Club.
And the website?
And the website is www.orcadiveclub.in.
And wig cost to company?
The wig?
The wig cost to company would be if one was to
learn diving?
Yeah.
10,000 plus taxes, and you do an online process which is 184 Australian dollars.
Okay, so 10 grand for a new skill and a new world opening up for you. I don't think it's a big price to pay. And then, of course, it's for you to proceed further and become the world's greatest diver since Greg Louganis.
Diver or instructor. Greg Louganis was a springboard diver.
Hey,
or
hello.
a platform diver.
Hello, I'm
two
springboarding your sport.
What is the definition of scuba again?
Come on,
Sucker! Kahan se aa gaya tu? Something like that. No. Give me 5 minutes. I'll get back to you on this. I'll SMS it to you on your website. I've just taken it down. I will get back to you. I promise you. I will now hold my breath and go underwater for 5 to 6 minutes. How long can you stay underwater with your...
2.5 minutes.
Without anything?
Without anything.
I mean, no clothes.
Yeah.
With little practice.
Do you breathe through anything else?
Nope.
Like the elephant?
Like the gills behind my ears.
Oh my God. 2.5 minutes is a lot. I think I could do 11 seconds. You, Chavi?
About 30, 40 seconds maybe.
Have you actually done that?
Yes.
Why are you hiding from your boyfriend?
No.
Why were you underwater?
I'm trying to escape from somebody whose name I shan't take. Although he
Tell.
won't be Milind. He's horrible.
Milind
person.
Soman?
No. Some swimmer in my pool, yeah.
Milind Soman was a swimmer.
Not in my pool. If Milind Soman were in my pool, I wouldn't be running away from
And you'd be over water, for sure.
I'd be like...
And if you're underwater, that's a terrible story. I don't want to know more. Okay, let's leave it there. Anis, you bring all this vulgarity into my show.
Sorry
about that. Show, man. Take a dive. Okay. Anis Adenwala, it's called Orca, his company. Learn how to dive, become a better Indian. And do not become a Vyapama. That's a person who gets other people to fill up their forms.
Nice.
Which, by the way, I can't do, so I'll get back to you on the form thing. Okay, bye-bye.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
All views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily the views and opinions of the IndusVox Media Network or any of our show advertisers or sponsors. No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast, obviously.
All right, if you've listened to the show called Cyrus Says and you want your money back, let me tell you, that can't be done right now. But we can make you feel better if you listen to Made in India. That's M-A-E-D, Made in India, with May. There's no D in May. Although, maybe one day.